Result got perk on Twitter, which it doesn't take much, but the altitude has nothing to do with why the Nuggets kicked the Clippers' ass tonight.
You talking like the way the Clippers were playing.
He was thinking everything team. It's hard to
I'm not.
They've been thinking everything.
You know what?
I'm just gonna foot in that arena, and that's because blah 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 blah.
Good job.
They don't have an edit button on Twitter.
But
they don't have an edit
focusing
button.
on
So
words
once it's
this
out
year.
there,
Elon
did a lot. Elon did a lot. He did not give us the edit button.
Pause.
Not
All
give us
right.
the edit button.
When you watched the Clippers and the Nuggets last night, when you're looking at the Nuggets perk, what stood out to you that we couldn't garner from that tweet?
well, it's not just last night. It's been over the last 10 games on how they've been playing, right? We already know, right, the MVP, back-to-back MVP and Jokic, what he's bringing to the table. Michael Porter Jr. is just starting to get his feet wet coming off an injury. Jamal Murray is starting to get his legs back under him. But it's the others. It's the others like Bruce Brown, like Caldwell Pope. Jeff Green is not available right now, Bones. And then you want to talk about the one guy who's been the most consistent out of Jokic to me. It's been Aaron Gordon. This guy has been shining like new money. That's the saying my grandpa used to say. I don't know what it means, but he's been shining. He's been everything and more. He's been playing his role to the T on both ends of the floor. And when you talk about physical, like just a physical specimen, he's one of the elite for his athleticism, his body frame, 6'9", 6'10", could guard multiple positions. And he plays so well off of Jokic offensively with his ability to cut back door. And now he's knocking down the three-point shot at a consistent basis. If the Nuggets get home court advantage throughout the playoffs, I don't know what team in the West is going to beat them in a 7-game series, especially when you have to deal with the altitude.
Now stay with me here. The Denver Nuggets, they have been one of the most surprising franchises over the past decade. When you look at Usai Majiri and what he did, and then he went on to Toronto. You look at what Tim Conley did, and now he moved on to Minnesota. And now you have Calvin Booth. And the reason why I want to talk about him is the additions, the roster construction. We've mentioned that with some other teams in this league. But what he has done, bringing in Bruce Brown, bringing in our Jeff Green, what he's been able to contribute. I know he's been a little banged up and he's hurt, but with the start of his season, and just look, the defenders that they have added, KCP, it has been a beautiful thing to watch. Aaron Gordon deserves his flowers. He has been playing outstanding. But when I watch this team, it's all going to be dependent on the health of their top 3 stars, Jokic, Murray, and Michael Porter Jr. But everything else around them is where it should be. It is perfect. Do not touch it. You have all of the talent. You have the right players. The Denver Nuggets have been doing an outstanding job building teams out for quite a long time.
So exactly what Kendrick Perkins just.
Yes, I'm supporting him, but I just wanted to give the GM a little bit of love.
I don't want your support.
I'm not supporting you. I'm supporting the Denver Nuggets, bro.
Well,
not a lot of people can support you, bro.
Let's dive into that support that the Denver Nuggets have.
That's a big ask. All right?
I'm done with y'all. Zach, get us back on track because there's another player that you wanted to dive into here.
Put your back into it.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. It's Friday, and we're devoting an entire segment to the Denver Nuggets. We're not talking about the usual big market drama-filled teams. We're just talking about a good basketball team. Calvin Booth, you didn't even mention KCP, Richard. That was a great trade by him. But I am so happy that we're talking about Aaron Gordon. In Orlando for so many years, he was miscast as a lead ball handler. He was miscast as a small forward with all these big guys around him. And he has landed in the prime of his career in the absolute perfect spot. Just cut off of Jokic, dunk, post up small guys, shoot open threes. He's shooting over 60% on twos. And this Clippers matchup, the Nuggets own the LA Clippers. Just keep it in mind if they play in the playoffs, and it's matchups like this, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, LeBron James. This is why they got Aaron Gordon, to defend those guys and just run and jump and cut into 18 points on the other end of the floor. This is why he's on the team, to guard those guys, and they are coming. They are coming. They are ready. They got everything they need. They have maybe the 3-time MVP now. And to RJ's point, if Michael Porter can stay healthy, Jamal Murray becomes Jamal Murray. This is a championship level team, period.
Well, not to mention Aaron Gordon should have been in the upper room yesterday, but we won't get back into that. As for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard said post-game, I am mad. Nobody wants to lose. This is what Kawhi Leonard said. Nobody wants to lose by that amount of points. I feel like these are the times when we need to be in there and dig ourselves out of those holes and learn what we're doing instead of flipping the page and going on to the next game. So they're clinging to a playoff spot right now, 6th seed in the West. They've struggled against top teams. They're 1-5 against teams ahead of them in the standings, with their only win coming against Sacramento, and that was all the way back in October.
Yeah, it's really. Yeah.
So, Zach, the Clippers, they were your preseason pick to come out of the West. We're 40 games into the season now. How patient are you with this team's approach?
I'm running low on patience now because this is year 4 of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. And they've accomplished a lot, particularly relative to previous Clippers teams. They made the conference finals. They broke the curse. But I feel like you could replay what I'm about to say every single year they've been together, which is, when are we going to see the team for more than 3 games in a row? When are we going to value the regular season to try to actually play and get ready for the playoffs? Because it's year 4 and we're still not there. And I understand the health concerns. I understand the rest concerns. I understand playing the long game. The Clippers are playing for May and June. Here's the thing about playing for May and June. You have to get to May and June. They're 6th in the West right now. Stop messing around. Make sure you don't get trapped in the play-in, because this team needs to coalesce and come together, and we're halfway through the season and it still isn't there yet.
Hey, what's up, guys? Jag from Jaggy Sports here. Happy Friday. Let's talk about the Nuggets taking on the Clippers last night. Clippers, it was a beatdown last night, 100%. It was an actual beatdown by the Nuggets versus the Clippers. Paul George and Kawhi Leonard did not play in the second half because it was that much of a beatdown. Joker didn't have to play. Jamal didn't have to play in the second half because the point differential, I think at one point, was 41 points. It was an absolute massacre. They play again tonight, the Clippers. They asked Kawhi Leonard what the hell happened yesterday or today, or when that interview happened. Kawhi Leonard said it was more of a hero ball kind of situation. There was not enough passing. And they asked him, would you want to play back-to-back games? And I think that's the reason why Ty Lue held off playing Paul George and Kawhi Leonard in the second half to make them play tonight against the Minnesota Timberwolves, who is, speaking of which, Anthony Edwards putting on a clinic last game. Can he do the same thing tonight? We don't know. Rudy Gobert and Anthony Edwards make a pretty good tandem. I wouldn't say like the best duo out there, but they're starting to learn that. And Minnesota Timberwolves are starting to pick it up just a little, right? Just to get the job done. But the point I'm making is the Clippers, they need to get their rhythm going. They need to actually play a lot of games together, get that chemistry going. They asked Ty Lue before the game about certain players, and he said we have a lot of good players, but he was kind of hinting at the fact that, they need to gel together. They need to play well together. And for that to happen, you need Kawhi Leonard and Paul George to play, right? They have to play and they have to gel together. It's January. You got 3 months to do it. I think they will later on, especially after the trade deadline. Speaking of which, I'm not sure what the Clippers are going to do. I think they are going to make some adjustments. They always do. At the trade deadline, they always make a trade or a small adjustment to make their team better. And history has shown that they actually benefit from the trades, because whoever is in their scouting department, which is Jerry West's son, I'm not 100% sure what his name is, but he actually knows what he's doing, and you know they do make some good trades. I'll give you that. But in terms of gelling the team together, putting on some good team chemistry, that has yet to be seen. Clippers are on a losing streak right now. They look to break that tonight against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Let's go on the other side here. Nuggets playing like a championship contender team. That has yet to be seen in history. They need another player. They need another player. Aaron Gordon, he's cool. KCP, he's cool. Jamal Murray, he's good. Porter Jr. needs to pick it up. And Joker is unbelievable. So if they can make a small adjustment, then they are the team to beat. Because you just can't stop Joker. Is it Joker's time? We don't know, right? I'm wishing that they do make some headway into the playoffs. This is a team that always pushes, but that clearly doesn't have enough to get over that hump. Can this season be the year of the Nuggets? We don't know. Hopefully it can. We don't know. But leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me, can the Clippers get on the same page, and can they make actual headway going into the playoffs? And B, is it the Nuggets' year this year? Because last night was just an absolute massacre. Is that a sign of what's to come for the Nuggets beating down every team in their path? Leave a comment in the comment section. Happy Friday. This is Jag from Jaggy Sports.